Hi guys, welcome to Learning Electronics Repair, and this is not car boot stuff, okay? These are a couple of paying jobs coming from Handy Andy at the phone repair shop. So these are actual repair jobs. This is the first one, AMD machine, okay? Obviously complete with the hard drive and everything. I don't actually know what's wrong with this one or the other one. I didn't really ask him. I think the best bet is just to try and have a look to see what happens. So, this one first. And we'll do the quick basic check. First one, is there a short on the VRM? So just connect to ground. And on the yellow wires. And that's climbing upwards. Okay, there's no short circuit there. Sometimes when the power supply is attached, you may see a lowest resistance, not with this one. So we'll plug this in. I can put the light bulb in series with it, but I don't actually think there's anything nasty going to happen to this. Otherwise, Andy would have mentioned it, so you can see the light bulb over there. If it has PFC, it might start flashing. Right then off, that's fine. So we can switch that off. We can power this up, and let's see what this does. Does it start? Yeah. Here the hard drive. Haven't had any bleeps coming out of this, but I can attach the monitor. Let's see what this is doing. It has PCI slots in, so I can put the analyzer in there as well. I'll connect the monitor first. And I have no video. Okay, let's see if it'll shut down with the button. Yeah, it switches off, so that's usually a pretty good sign the chipset itself is okay. I'll disconnect the hard drive so it's not trying to boot, if the thing is actually trying to boot. Let's put the analyzer card in. So here's my PCI analyzer, extremely handy thing that. I've just realised actually I connected the monitor to the onboard video and this has a graphics card in. So I'll connect from there to my capture card. And I'll see if I can get my camera onto the analyzer card so you can actually see it. Yeah, we have quite a nice angle there so we can see what's going on. Let's try. Oh, interesting. So it kind of is trying to boot. Goes into some sort of crazy loop. The light's flashing on here like it's continually resetting or something. Okay. Had a board doing something like this on the last car boot PC finds video. That was actually a chipset problem. Don't feel anything particularly warm. We can try with the thermal camera if we want to. Let's just take this graphics card out first. I'll connect back to the onboard VGA so we can get rid of that capture card. What's it doing now? Power on. Start. Doing basically the same thing. Let's just take the RAM out. And again. Well, now we get a static error code. I'm not sure if there's any bleeper on this. I can see a connector, I think, for the speaker. Maybe. Okay. Does shut down. Does restart back to the same error. Okay, again. Yeah, so it goes to a fixed error with no RAM in. Right. Just try one. What do we have? back into that loop again. Try it in the other slot. What have we got now? Same. Let's try the other one. Same. And the same. So the only thing that really does anything different with the analyzer is if I take the RAM out and it goes to that error. Okay. Oh, it's interesting. I'm not sure if I've got a processor that fits this board, to be honest. We can check the CMOS battery. What do we have? Yeah, the battery's good. This looks like the clear CMOS to me, so the power's off. Just try clear the CMOS. While we're doing that, let's just clean the RAM slots. Okay, so I've cleaned the RAM slots, I've put the jumper back. Let's see. And it's booting. And we have a picture. We have a picture. So, dirty RAM slots basically on this one. Okay, so I've put the graphics card back in. I've attached the capture card again. There it is. Let's see if this will boot up again with the graphics card in. And if so, we can attach the hard drive and make sure it will go to the OS. Okay. Well, I don't appear to have any video coming from the graphics card. Give it a moment. It looks like it's booted up on the analyzer card, but I don't seem to have anything on the graphics. Sometimes the capture card can be a little bit temperamental. So I'll attach that directly to a monitor and let's see if I do get a picture. Okay, so we can see on the analyzer. This appears to be booting. I've attached it to my little TV up there with HDMI. That normally works fine on computers. But again, it looks like I have no output from the graphics card. Okay, try again. So I've now got my other monitor connected via the capture card, but I should get a direct image on this one, hopefully. And this graphics card does seem to have a problem. Let's try the VGA out on it. Yeah, I don't seem to have any output on that graphics card, on the VGA either. The monitor is set to VGA. I'll just power it up with the monitor still attached. Okay, off. On. So we don't have any video out. I wonder if it's still trying to use the onboard. Yeah, it's basically still using the onboard video. It's possible the BIOS is set wrong. Well, I'll load the setup defaults because it seems to have lost every setting. Probably when I reset it. So we see the Athlon processor there. I'm just looking to see if it's set to use the PCIe graphics first. Okay, so this is set to internal graphics, primary video controller. Well, we seem to have two there actually. PCI. This will be integrated graphics. Well, I don't seem to have anything there that seems to make any sense to me. All those things. Let's try another graphics card. I'll restart first and see if I can get anything out of the PCIe graphics. If not, I'll just stick another card in and let's see if it actually works, and we'll take it from there. Well, despite my best efforts, it doesn't seem to like that graphics card. I've given the PCIe slot a good clean, again with isopropyl alcohol, stiff brush. Same way I cleaned the RAM slots, basically with this thing, okay, which is had a hard life, you can see. What's it doing now? So I've got the capture card attached back on again. It appears to be in some sort of loop again. Stopped on 8080. Just reseat that again. Okay. Looks like it's booting but not giving anything on the capture card. As I say, that can be a bit temperamental sometimes. I've attached the VGA lead to the graphics card now. Let's try that. And yes, this is going to give a picture there, okay. So I think part of the problem is the capture card. I know sometimes it's not very good. Right, let's attach the hard drive to this and let's see if we can boot up into the operating system. Okay. Well, it's booting, but it wouldn't give me a picture off the graphics card again. So that seems to be a little bit temperamental. Yeah, and it's just saying about restarting the computer or something. This is probably because the thing's been powered up a number of times when it wasn't working properly. Loading Asus Express Gate, whatever that is. Automatic repair, okay, let it do it. This is obviously in German. It's not corrected anything, I think it's saying there. Yeah, and it has a problem with starting again. So this seems to have like multiple problems. Now we have the Windows screwed up on it. Yeah, the graphics card's working again. I'll try my known good hard drive. I've disconnected this one at the moment. This is my test drive, just a 60 gig drive. It's just got a basic copy of Windows on and a bit of GPU diagnostic software. That's it really. Let's see what this makes of it. Graphics card still working. Oh, I bet this won't boot from my drive because my drive has got a UEFI BIOS settings on it and it probably won't boot from it. That's why we have that little flashing cursor there. I think I have a drive with non-UEFI Windows 10 on. Yeah, Windows 10 non-UEFI. See if this will actually boot. I mean, it might just crash because it's different hardware. It might just boot. If it boots, at least I know the hardware is good. That's the main thing. At least the graphics card seems reliable now. I just reseated it basically. It seems to come on every time now. What's he think of this hard drive? Yeah, non-UEFI, that's what I thought. Yeah, this looks better. This looks very promising. Yeah. Test rig. So this is one of my test hard drives. There's nothing really on it particularly. Okay. So I'm confident enough the machine actually works. So we have basically bad connections in the RAM, bad connections on the PCIe. Just clean them really. And the Windows appears to be rather screwed up on his drive. I'll just try it again, but I expect it will crash. Okay, so this is back with his hard drive on. And of course it's all encrypted in German, so I'll tell Andy this machine actually works. The hardware is working. Detlef, my friend, being a bit German and can obviously read German, I'll ask him if he can just maybe, because he speaks German the same as this customer, find out what data he has on this hard drive. Does he want a fresh installation of Windows? Does he just want the computer back working? He can install his own Windows. Or does he need to recover some of the data that's on there? In which case the best bet is probably just to put a second drive on here like I just did, boot from that drive, and then we can copy files from this one and then reinstall Windows. But the hardware is working, so I'll class that as fixed for now. Let's have a look at the other one he's brought me. And here is the other one. So another computer, says it's Asus motherboard, doesn't say anything else. Again, I don't really know what the problem is with this one, so we'll open it up, have a quick look. We'll do the same basic checks and see what we find. Okay. Well, it's a newer machine. Not very new, I don't think. This is a, let's see, H61M, so it's an early second generation, I think that is. I've probably got some boards like this one. This is only PCIe, so we can't rely on the analyzer card with this one, which is a bit of a shame. I do have a PCIe analyzer card, and it does tend to work on gigabyte boards, so maybe we can actually use it. I think we'll do the same procedure with this one really. So resistance range, let's just get down into here on the 12 volts, and the resistance is climbing up, so that's fine. I think I'll do pretty much the same. So I'll take the graphics card out and I will try, because it has onboard graphics, we'll use that. Okay, so this can come out. That gives a bit of space for the analyzer card if we want to plug it in, if it'll work. I don't think this will go bang, so I won't bother to put the light bulb limiter on. Watch that be a bad decision. Yeah. Again, onboard VGA. Let's see what this one does. Didn't go bang. Did start. It makes a bleeping noise. But it does switch off from the buzz. This just makes a bleeping noise. Bleeping noise. Okay, let's take the RAM out. See what it does again. Power on. Same bleeping noise. Okay. Interesting. What is this RAM? So we have a couple of 8 gig strips. Just put one in. Okay. Start it up again. Same. I think with this one, I'm going to take the motherboard out because it's easy to get out. It's not really a problem. It's easier then to connect a known good power supply, and it's easier to see what the analyzer is doing. So I'll get the motherboard out and now let's have a look at this on the bench. Okay, so I have the motherboard. The first thing I notice is the heatsink isn't actually on right. So when I grabbed hold of the thing to lift it out, it just came off. It looks like there is a fair bit of heatsink compound on there though. You can just see down that gap a little bit, yeah. So I'm guessing it was sitting on the CPU properly, but I'll actually fasten this down correctly. If I can just do that, yeah, better. Yeah, it's not fastened down at all, it's like it's all loose. Okay, yeah, maybe that one was fastened down. Okay, so that was the first thing I noticed. Let's see. I'll get my known good power supply. Okay, let's see. So I have a known good power supply. Does it start? Yes, and it's bleeping. The same. Let's see if the analyzer card will work in this. So these are far more temperamental than the PCI ones or even the ISA ones. Okay, what does it do? Power on. Little green light came on. It boots to a point and then gives us code. Okay, take the other RAM out. I think that's a different code, 5.3. Stick this back in again. Oh, so it turns out this is just dirty RAM slots again. Let's get that to monitor. Yeah, we have a picture on that. And we get a code AE when it's booted up to the screen that says there's no boot device, okay? This is looking fairly promising. I'll give these RAM slots a clean on this one as well. This is by far the most common problem I find with PCs. Dirty RAM slots, don't know why, just do. Sometimes dirty PCIe slots as well. Probably have to just reseat it a number of times because there'll still be some liquid in the slots. Both strips fitted. Let's go. Power on. Yep, booting. One bleep. No boot device. Right. While we're here, let's just check the CMOS battery. Might as well. If it needs changing, now's a good time to find out. No, it reads okay. If it's over 3 volts, it's fine. Let's see if this graphics card works. So, the sticker's missing actually. Let's have a look. I have to move the analyzer because it won't fit in. I'll try my capture card again on this one, see if it is actually working. Okay. Power up. Let's go. Well, the fan spins. We have a bleep. I think my capture card's crashed or something going on here. Look at that another time. I've connected the VGA to the graphics card. Let's see if it works. This is a bit of a pain in the butt when you can't trust your own test equipment. Not a good thing that, so I'll need to look at that. Maybe I'm wrong again because the orange light is on the monitor. It's not seeing that. And it's still seeing the on board. Okay, let's try the same thing with this. Let's see if cleaning the PCIe slot is also the problem. Okay, so I'll seat and reseat it a few times. Just a wipe in between because there's still some isopropyl alcohol down in there. If this actually works, that's 2 repair jobs, both exactly the same, 2 faults on each, basically. No, this one doesn't give a picture. It does on the onboard. So I think I'm going to have to check this in the BIOS like I did with the other one just to see if it's set right. Okay, I've just tried another graphics card. I'll show you in a moment. This is the one that came with it. I have the analyzer card in as well. So you see this red LED and it goes out, it bleeps. But it just doesn't give a picture off this graphics card, it does off the onboard video. Okay. I have no blue light on the monitor, no signal. I've tried another one I have lying around, probably a similar sort of card to be honest. They probably use this just for the HDMI I'm guessing, or the DVI. I doubt this is what you might call a gaming machine, yeah. But this one I think isn't working at all. It was one I have lying around, it may well be faulty. Let's have a look. So with this one, you see the red light comes on and stays on there. It doesn't bleep, okay. So this could well be a faulty card actually. Again, I have another one lying around. Let's try this one. So with the analyzer card in again. Now it doesn't like that one either, so this may be some sort of compatibility issue. It looks like the same sort of card to me. Get your fingers in the fan here. These two look to be the same, and it doesn't seem to work with either of these. Here's another one, looks a bit similar to that one. I'm not saying it's the same, but looks a bit similar. Try this. Okay. So this doesn't have the VGA connector. Let's put on my capture card, see if it actually is working. Okay. Yeah, that bleeped. Don't see a picture, but I'm not sure the capture card is working properly, as I've mentioned. Let's try my other monitor. Or the other output on here, there's two outputs. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's working on my little TV monitor up there. You probably can't see it very well. Yeah, you can see now the writing saying insert boot device. So that card works. Let's see if I have anything else other than that, otherwise that one will end up going in there. Okay, I have another one. So we know this one definitely doesn't work. I tried it on my small TV monitor as well. It definitely doesn't work. Let's have a look at this one, because this has all the same connections as the faulty one has. Now I have no idea what sort of monitor this guy is using. Okay, yeah, this gives a picture. Okay. Let's just see if my capture card will work on this one out of interest. Oh! Well, that's interesting, because the capture card pass-through is now working. Looks like I have a problem with the capture card itself. Just restart that. Yeah. So when I restart it, the pass-through works onto this monitor, but the capture card isn't working. Looks like I have a problem with my capture card there. It powers on and off, so if we go back to here, you'll see it. Unplug the power from the capture card USB. That goes off, reconnect it. Yeah, comes through on the pass-through. Interesting. Okay, worry about that another day. So, I just need to put this back together and it should be working. Okay, so it's back together. I've restarted my capture card. Excuse children running around in the shopping centre. And it's working, so the capture card's also working. All we need to do now is just see whether this will actually boot off the hard drive. What do we have? Well, this one's loading. I need to put the drivers on for the graphics card by the looks of it. I'm not sure what this classic shell thing is at the moment, so won't worry about that. Let's see if I can install the drivers. So I'm using Snappy Driver Installer. Yeah, this is a Scandinavian language of some sort, I think. We get a very broad group of different nationalities here. Oh, that's sorted itself out. If you Google this, so the Canary Islands, about 35% of the population are foreigners. Yeah, myself included. And yes, strange enough, I mean, that's like, at least, it's actually more than double the amount in the UK. And yet, we don't have any problem here. There's never any problem, yeah. Take that how you will, okay? We have everybody from Eastern Europeans to Western Europeans and a few other nationalities here. Yeah. Now, can I install these drivers after we've talked about that, okay? If I can find my way around this thing in Scandinavian. Well, that's the drive with the drivers on. Okay. I'm guessing this is 64-bit Windows. We'll find out. Okay. No, it's done it. It's automatically done it by itself one way or another. It's sorted itself out anyway, so I don't really need to worry about that. All the rest of the drivers will be the same because all the other hardware is the same. So we can say that one is actually fixed. Not bad work, that. Quite profitable, to be quite honest. Hope you enjoyed that. Just some general computer repair, but hey, sometimes electronic repair is like that. Sometimes we don't need the soldering iron and we don't need any particularly specialist knowledge, I would say, either. Okay, let me know what you think down there, and I look forward to seeing you all soon on Learning Electronics Repair. Ciao for now, guys.